Hi Pisces, this is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. Thanks for being here. As always, I'm here, the Spirit's sake, to spin out your March Soul Tarot, Soul Cycle reading. If you're new, welcome. I am here to, Spirit's saying, I provide a lot of readings. I have expanded my readings, the types of things I offer, but this is the mainstay to speak with you about your soul, your energy set point, your soul cycle, the reason you incarnated here, what your sacred purpose is. And if you're new and you don't know, my spirit guides always say, you are your purpose. It's your energy that's here to develop a spiritual being in a human shell, having an experience. So we've just come through a very momentous moment. Spirit says we're still there. The energy is still attenuating. Really intense full moon, super moon, 0 point of Virgo, conjunct Chiron. And then Chiron moved into Aries. Uranus is in Taurus. Chiron's going to be in Aries, I think, until 2027. They're talking about Pluto. There's a theme coming through. They can't stop talking about Pluto, and it's just the way all the energy is, because it is meant to help us awaken, in 2019. And that's the prophecy anywhere you want to look. So there's the first card. This is what Spirit wants to talk with you about. That's the mover of energy. So here in Soul Tarot, it is about coming into your power, being activated. To see how this young woman is activated. Yes, she has the chariot. She has the horses. It's her energy that moves her forward, not the horses. The horses provide some power and some motion and some strength. But it is she who creates the movement under the care and the light of the sacred mother. Beautiful feminine energy, the mover of energy, the chariot card, the traditional tarot. So that's the message that my spirit guides want to speak with you about. That's the theme, if you will, of the reading. And this is the card that indicates you in the light of that theme, how you stand in the energy of this month of March coming forward. You've been liberated. This is the Death card. It is the liberator of devotion. So this is the way in which you move forward. And all the readings, if you go and look at your rising sign, your moon sign, and the Spirit's talking about your Jupiter sign, all those kinds of things, you're going to see a similar theme going forward. We are being liberated. We are moving into a set point. We're doing it in a way that's quiet. And March is a moment to still yourself, settle yourself, stand in the energy, take it up, get used to wielding it, because we're going into forward motion soon with the energy and the movement of things coming forward. So there's a lot of chatter coming through. I'm going to try to parse it out in a way that is digestible, okay? So that's beautiful. If you don't know this image, it's from ancient Irish, Celtic. Okay, Spirit's talking about the ancestors. That's part of what's going to be coming through. That is known as a Sheila Nagi. This image is from pre-Christian times. And when Christianity moved into Ireland, the churches were put on the sacred spots of the original peoples that were there. Some people call them pagans, the Celtic people, the Druids. My spirit guides don't care what name you put on it. So in order to indoctrinate and to take part and to capture the minds and the hearts of the people, the Christian churches were put in sacred places. What the ancient people did was they put the symbol on the church. So a lot of them now are gone, but there are still, I think there's 45 or 50, found on the south face, facing the sun. The sacred feminine energy, the portal, is what this signifies. Death and transformation and rebirth. Nobody knows where those figures came from or how they got there. There's literally no record of it. So it's a profound mystery. So you are moving into your liberation point about the profound mystery of your life. Going through a birth, death, rebirth cycle. If you can imagine, I think it's about the entire year, but going forward in the month of March, that's what you're moving into. So the way you are meant to come through into this mystery into this liberation has to do with balance. Because, you know, we see the 2 horses in the Chariot card in a way that is about balance. So, Spirit, what is the human line? Okay, so first of all, this literally just came out for Scorpio. It's true for all of us. We're moving into the next phase. We are taking the next vow. And so Scorpio came out a few minutes ago, and the first card out was a lover of devotion. So look at your cohort and see how the energy is attenuated and the different points that each cohort, each member of the water sign people, and then look at the earth signs, you know, wherever your rising sign is, Spirit's saying. So you understand the work that's being done now. So you are stepping into your training, a new place. Then you are being liberated. You are literally moving forward into the next part of that which is meant for you. And you're accepting the energy. And this year it is about awakening and coming forward. So you're being given the amulet of the sacred initiate, jumping blindfolded into the experience and just saying yes. Yes, I will. All right. So this experience, when you come through into it, it's bringing to you balance. That is the goddess Elena. She is the balancer of harmony. So we're talking about internal and external. This is the stuff of your learning coming forward in March. She is here to guide you. And what she literally does, the mythology of this, is that she helps seafarers find their way in a storm. So understand that you have sacred assistance. The spirit world, the divine, the angels, etc. Spirit says they know where you're going and what you're going through. And here's the next card that came out. Look. The quest of knowledge. And, you know, the water sign people have their unique way of being able to achieve this. It's about standing before the sacred bowl of all wisdom. The sacred cauldron of healing. And understanding the sacred wisdom that comes through to you. Because while you are in the portal and you're going through this rebirth cycle, there's the next card. So, and you know what? It's interesting to me. When I see this, I always think of the moon card. So there they stand together. This is the center line of the reading. So let's see. It comes out like, whoops. It's always backwards. This is here. So it's true for the water sign people. There's a notion of 2 things. Okay, Spirit wants that one. Both emergence, and going deep. So there's the process of going inward that you are going through in order to bring yourself to the surface while you are in this very mystical place. And there's the new moon coming forward. All right, Spirit's telling me to show you again. It's really beautiful. I love the water sign people. You're just, Spirit says you're my people. You know, because of my clairvoyance and the way my life is, I resonate with this all the time. So when I see readings come out like that, look at that. That Spirit says, that's what's going on. That's the story. So it is true as we come into March, just be really well aware that you are in this new cycle. I think when I just did Scorpio, the World card was either the last card or it was on the spirit realm or it was the outcome. So it's true for all the water signs. And of course, your set point is unique to you as a Pisces. And so your journey is going to be the way is correct for your emergence. They keep saying emergence. There's something about the water sign energy that is meant to come now more fully to the surface, to be present with everyone. And you folks are some of the most mysterious folks on the planet in terms of a spirit being an energy set point. So Spirit is talking now about emergence. That's part of what you're moving into. Your knowledge, your understanding in a sacred way is going to begin to be valued and sought after. And I think that's why the water sign people are emerging. And look, this literally same thing. Okay, water sign folks, go look at each other's readings, would you please? That is the courtship of skill. and the full light of the sun, lion-hearted energy. We've got this beautiful fire. Okay, it's not actually true, but Spirit's calling a fire stellium. We've got Sag hosting Jupiter, Aries hosting Chiron, and Taurus with Uranus. While Pluto is in the first house of Capricorn, continuing to shred form and rebuild and rebuild. A lot of shocking change this year. A lot of things coming forward. And one of the things my spirit guides are saying in the moment, soulmates, twin flames, heart chakra awakening partners, yes, indeed, a lot of that coming forward. This is about two folks. They don't know each other well. They are definitely aligned. The cups at their back tell us that something is mysterious and meant to be revealed. But they stand in the full light of the sun with this lion-hearted energy on this new shore. The courtship of skill. The Three of Wands. You look forward now from this place where you've been, and actually this sits right underneath it. So you are going forward. Absolutely. And part of what you're going forward into is this. And it translates into the human realm. That's why it's here, stacked up this way. It's really beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it. All right, Spirit. Last card on the spiritual realm. Dialogue of battle. Two of Swords. You're going inside, you're making decisions. And when you're in there, in the place where you live all the time anyway, you are in direct contact with the numinous, with the divine, with the spirit world. Eagle is about having very broad, powerful, sacred vision. Cloud vision, where you're looking down and you're used to looking up, aren't you? I think you're getting a new perspective in some way and being able to bring your gifts and your energy really to the surface for the benefit of everyone in the mysterious way that a Pisces would do it, of course. And there it is, the 0 point of the Virgo full moon. And the 0 point of the next full moon that's coming, and all the things that are about to unfold, because you are having this awakening to move forward out into the spiritual realm, having a Kundalini awakening, going into the sacred bowl, to turn destiny yet again and start the next cycle. And this began on the full moon that just came through. Okay, so I'm going to pick from the runes for you. Please go look at the other water sign readings for sure, Spirit saying, and go look at Capricorn, because there's just, when you're sitting around, you got nothing to do. Check it out, because there are messages for everybody this month embedded in each reading. And when the energy calms down, I'm going to arrange to do a live stream about that, okay? All right, Spirit, 4 beautiful Pisces. That's stand still. It's really beautiful. It's about moving forward in a very sacred way by going through this cycle of rebirth. That's part of what it's about. And so it does have indications for the season of winter and ice. Let me see, what page is it on? 137. Let me grab my little glasses. It's very fascinating compared to what just came out for Scorpio and what came out for Cancer. So, different attenuations of the same energy, similar energy pattern, but attenuated in such a way that it is correct for what is meant to come forward for you, okay? All right, so stand still is about withdrawal and about ice. The winter of spiritual life is upon you. In these moments, you may find yourself entangled in a situation to whose implications you are, in effect, blind. You may feel powerless to do anything except submit to this, and Spirit says you either submit or you walk away. That's why the first card was move forward. It's time to make a choice, I think, for all of us. So be patient. You may have to submit and surrender, even sacrifice some long-cherished desire, because this is a period of gestation that precedes a rebirth. Positive accomplishment is not the goal. In these moments, there is a freeze on useful activity. All your plans are on hold, and you may experience an unaccustomed drain on your energy and wonder why. This chill wind is reaching you over the ice floes of old, outmoded habits. Trying to hold on can result in shallowness of feeling and a sense of being out of touch with life. So seek to discover what it is you are holding on to that perpetuates this condition and let it go. It's time to shed. It's time to release and cleanse away the old, because doing so will bring on the thaw. Usually, this rune requires a sacrifice of the personal I. And so that's literally what this is about. This is the goddess of sacrifice, bestowing the amulet on the initiate who has taken the vow to dedicate himself through some sort of sacrifice in his life. You know, when you dedicate yourself really to spiritual pursuits, you do sacrifice something. Spirit says you will know unique to your own being what that means for you. Then they're talking about, monks and they're saying the word Zen and, priests and nuns and monks and ascetics and those kind of folks. All right, so that's what this is really talking about. So at such a time when you sacrifice the personal I, you cannot hope to rely on help or friendly support. And yet there's no reason for anxiety. Submit yourself and be still. For what you are experiencing is not necessarily the result of your own actions or habits. I love that part of this. But rather it arises from conditions about which you can do nothing. And we're talking about the energy and the prophecy for this year. And the Spirit keeps talking about the cosmology, the placement of the planets and the shifts and changes coming because of that. That's what it means, that it's just sort of not coming from within you. What comes from within you is your spiritual desires as a result of the cosmology and all the things that are happening. But we don't have any control over that here on the earth. The Spirit says you got to go back to the other side to have control over that. Okay, so submit and be still. What has been full must be empty, and what has increased must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth. So to surrender is to display courage and wisdom in these moments. And yet there is another phase to stand still. Just as the winter is a time for going within, drawing this rune can announce a time of restoration and renewal at the deepest level. In your solitude, exercise caution. Don't try to stubbornly persist in attempting to work your will. Remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old. It is the seed of unrealized potential, the seed of the good. So trust your process and watch for signs of spring. So that's the type of moving forward in your own spot with your own energy, because we are coming into spring in March, aren't we? That's what Spirit's been talking about. So balance yourself. Take really good care of yourself. Do things that cause you to feel balanced. Spirit's been telling everybody, take a hot bath, relax. Understand what it is to have a rebirth and to join together with the energy that is here to rebirth that which is meant to be here on this planet at this time. And it's really important that as you go through this portal, you balance yourself, because the energy is really intense, isn't it? I mean, I'd love to hear from you. Put some comments. And, so you're balancing yourself and going through this portal for a particular reason. And it is about the awakening very clearly. All right, Spirit wants me to just keep holding up cards. So, when the new moon comes, understand, Spirit says understand where it came from. So if you haven't done it, go look at some of your favorite astrologers. Look at what the predictions are for this year and the way the energy moves, and pay close attention. And you are ruled by the cycles of the moon because you're a water sign. We know that. So you're going deeper into your nature in order to emerge here onto the earth with your energy set point. That's my belief about all this. And so, yeah, it's winter. It's okay to be still in the month of March and wait for spring and ponder this very deeply. So I think that's a wrap for now. Thank you so much. I appreciate your being here. Do me a favor, hit the like button and load up some comments. Tell me what's going on, what you're thinking. What are you dreaming about? Because we see the moon card. And I would love to chat with you about all those things. I always look at the comments. I don't always have time to respond right away, but I love it. So come chat with me, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and have a beautiful awakening in the month of March. While you are standing still, waiting for winter to pass off. My spirit guides are saying namaste again. Thanks again.